Good evening and welcome to the FIBA Basketball World Cup America's Qualifiers. It is game day 6 and we are here in the Dominican Republic where they will be taking on the visitors, Nicaragua. Nicaragua looking for their first win in this competition. And they're going up against a fierce team. And, well, that is today. There you have it. Dominican Republic taking on Nicaragua, and Mexico will host the USA later tonight. And well, this group, we know who are going to be moving on to the second round of the qualifications, as we'll get a quick look at the standings here. No way Nicaragua is going to move on. So USA, Dominican Republic, Mexico. Depending on what happens today, I mean, we could have a little bit of movement in the standings. Obviously, we know that the Dominican Republic, they're 3-2 right now. They have a win over the USA, and well, they also lost to the USA. So, but it was only a 1-point loss, so they do have a better win, points for and against. So if they can get a win tonight and the USA lose, anyway, everything could be really up in the air if a few teams win or lose and whatnot. But playing at home, the Dominican Republic, they are trying to get back to the FIBA Basketball World Cup where they were there back in 2023. They finished 14th at that event. Last summer, they finished 5th at the FIBA AmeriCup. And, well, this is a team, I mean, this is a team, I think every time they have more opportunities to practice, play together, we see them improve. And, you know, they got some real stars on their roster who have very, very good professional careers. And again, sometimes it's just about getting the opportunity to practice, work together, and continue to grow as a team. And we'll take a pause for the playing of the national anthems. Well, the exciting thing about this Nicaraguan team is, I mean, they're starting tonight. They're going to start an 18-year-old, a 22-year-old, and a 19-year-old to round out some of the other veterans, as hopefully we'll get a look at the starting lineups. If not, I will let you know who they are. But first up, we are going to take a look at the third team on the court tonight, and they are the men in black, the referees. And there they are, folks. Carlos Velez. And we have Jason Steele and Ruben Huck from Argentina, Canada, and Colombia, respectively. So calling today's game with the commissioner scores table, of course. And there we have it. That is Nicaragua, the 18-year-old #1 West, Caleb Myers, 22 years old. Even Ewing, David Watson, he's the other 19-year-old, and Jared Ruiz are going to be in the starting lineup. So how exciting to have players like West and Watson getting a start. They had a good game. They played for the first time. There's head coach Mauricio Casamajor Jr., and you have to be excited, a staff, a federation, if you see those young players in a lineup. And there it is for the Dominican Republic. So Montero, Feliz, Soriano, Duarte, and Guerrero are getting the start. And like I said, like this is a super Dominican team. I mean, they know what that they're capable at doing. They have some players playing at extremely high levels, and we'll talk about those as the game goes on. And then how about that man, the infamous coach, Nestor Garcia. Well, do you remember back in 2015, there was a FIBA America Cup, and the winner of that tournament booked a ticket to the Olympics. It was like a direct bid to the Olympics, and Venezuela beat Canada. I don't know, you guys got to go back and watch highlights if you have not seen that game. I'm pretty sure it was 2015 because it was a bid for the 2016 Rio Olympics, and his celebration with the Venezuelan team, and it was an upset win. I mean, Andrew Wiggins played on that Canada team, and I just remember Coach Chi and his celebration, and just such a passionate guy. He'll be taking over and going and coaching in Spain, Gran Canaria. So big-time club in Spain, playing the ACB and the BCL. So be excited to see what he can do there. Nicaragua trying to spoil this home crowd here in the Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, to be exact. And we are a minute away. There is the TISO countdown clock from tip-off, and coaches giving some last minute advice to his players. And big man in the middle, Jared Ruiz, ready to go for Nicaragua. Can the Dominican Republic get another win and finish the first round of these qualifications with a 4-2 record? Or are Nicaragua, it'll be an upset, let's be honest. if they get the win. Good evening and welcome to the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers here in the Americas region. It is game day 6, the Dominican Republic taking on the visitors, Nicaragua. And winning the jump ball is the home team. They're looking to go inside. They have a big mismatch underneath, and that shot no good. Well, West, the 18-year-old. Oh, well, how about that connection already? West to Myers. Just a great find early in the game. And a quick three-point shot is off the mark. Guerrero, and then out, running hard. And Myers coming out with something to prove. And a very early timeout by Coach Nestor Garcia, as he does not like the way that his team has started this game. Let's go ahead and listen into this timeout if we can. Unfortunately, we don't have a microphone, as I think Coach Garcia, Coach G did it on purpose, knowing that the camera and the microphone aren't going to follow him out onto the court, as he just wants to talk to his starting five and figure out what they are doing, because they were not ready to start the game. So he takes a timeout with less than 1 minute of play here at home. And that was the first action. West to Myers. Talk about a future if you're going to build your national team around some of these young guys. How exciting for Nicaragua. Myers, West, and Watson all played the other day in this window. It was their first game. And Myers had 5 points. He was only 1 of 7. West had 14 points. And Dominican Republic taking their time, moving the ball, sharing is caring. Go to a little fadeaway. That one's no good, but there for the offensive rebound and the easy putback. Joel Soriano. And here they are, picking up their defensive intensity, getting out, running, and just a little bit too unselfish there. Doing a good job, though, getting back defensively. And there it is. And that gets the crowd rocking here in Santo Domingo. Great hustle effort to get back and come up with the steal as well. And that shot, no good, hits the iron. Duarte telling his teammate to run, get out the way. And this time, he takes a shot. That's no good, though. Baseline penetration. Oh. Tries to find the shooter at 45. No good. Left open. And that shot well off the mark. And showing his range. And just a nice heads-up play, had an advantage. Defense wasn't back. And get back defense, they give up a three-point shot, but that one's off the mark. And you can hit it off the rim. Off the cylinder, but I guess the referee says that ball was actually going in. So Montero. And that basket's gonna count. So 2 points for Montero. Actually got quite a few of these Dominican Republic players who play in the Spanish League, which is one of the top European leagues, really. And spin move. Had two defenders. So ball goes out of bounds. Watson, the 19-year-old. Well, another steal for the Dominican Republic. Now trying to set up and run their offense. And again, they have such an advantage inside. With Soriano, look at this. You are not going to stop him on your own. Time. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Chris Duarte. Spin move, another steal. We got a 3-on-1. They're going to throw it up, and they're going to throw it down. Well, didn't get the dunk, but got the nice finish. And Reggie Luis Jr., as we have a Nicaragua timeout, as he needs to cool off this Dominican Republic team who have gone on a run the last 3.5 minutes here in the first. Well, Coach Chi took a timeout after the first minute, not even the first minute, 56 seconds into the game, because he was not happy with the way that his team came out and performed to start this game. And since then, they have not looked back. Got a quick look at the statistics during that timeout, and the Dominican Republic, well, half of their points are already in fast break, and that's because they are forcing turnovers, coming up with steals, and getting out and running. Again, oh. I think this time it's going to be called as a foul, though. cannot slow the Dominican Republic down right now. Last time these two teams played, the Dominican Republic won 86-61. Nice strong take, kisses it off the glass. So Vivas, Nicaragua, had not scored since their first two offensive possessions. And those were both by Caleb Myers. Well, some fancy ball handling. Couldn't get it to go anywhere. And I think they called a foul though. Can't get it to go the first time, stay with it. And something good will happen. And I think the crowd is gonna get a show here tonight. And almost come up with another steal. And this time they do. Every time they get a steal, they get out and run, and it's 5 players running, looking to try and score early. Oh. I mentioned it. That one didn't go in. Take a look. Nice cut to the basket, and just couldn't finish it. Not sure if he lost the ball a little bit. No, just didn't put it in the cylinder. Nicaragua trying to run their systems. They get it to Vivas, who gives it back to Myers. Myers shaking and baking inside the key, but can't get it to go. And just the physicality, the difference between these two teams, and also the maturity. You know, they're gonna gain weight, they're gonna gain muscle mass the older they get, but you can just see the difference in their body physique. Batista gives it up, and that three-point shot well off the mark. Solano. Well, they started the game well, and since then it has been a lot of that. A steal leading to a highlight dunk. Luis Jr. And we have a foul reaching from behind. Look at this. Well, got to take care of the ball, or this game is going to have a lot of Dominican Republic highlights, as we've probably already had about 5, and we're still in the first quarter with 2:21 to play. Coach Casamahor Jr. trying to, not sure if he's trying to talk about what he wants to see his team do defensively, but really right now, I mean, they got to take care of the ball. And okay, so yeah, he was communicating to them that they're going to get back into a 2-3 zone. And I mean, why not change something up? Dominican Republic has shot 31% over the course of these games, the 5 games, and West, oh, it's going to be a goal hit ending though. So West coming up with a second steal of the game. That time takes it all the way to the rack and will get awarded 2 points after the goaltending. And again, don't forget, I actually think West just turned 18 yesterday. And we're gonna have a challenge as Coach Garcia, I think, is using his coaching challenge. So we'll get to look at what the referees see as well. So if the ball is on the way down, you cannot touch it. It's gonna be a close one. Well, 21-9 with just under 2 minutes to play. Shake and bake, but then a little bit too fancy, ends up turning the ball over. Perez. And that's not blocked, that's fouled. So Nunez. And again, a nice pass, pick and roll from West to Myers. And easy call by the referee. So Myers is gonna head to the free throw line. Myers coming out and having a great game as he has half of Nicaragua's points. And this is the second free throw. Problem with the zone, maybe they'll take away an easy shot around the basket. Are they going to be able to box out after and not give up second chance points opportunities? Well, that time they did a great job. And shot from the corner, no good, flying in, can't get a hold of it though. And they come up with the steal and an easy finish and an and one. So a great job by David Watson, the 19-year-old Nicaraguan, getting some very valuable experience in these 2 games that he will have played in these windows and preparing the young player for the future. Well, 21-13, nice little run here by Nicaragua the last few possessions. Since they've gone into that zone, really, they have been able to slow down the Dominican Republic. They've also taken a much better job taking care of the ball on the offensive end, and they're gonna have to put up a shot that was well contested and don't get the rebound though. You need to come up with a rebound. You cannot give this Dominican Republic team second chance opportunities. And well, they got lucky, as just not able to hold on to the ball was Luis. So ball back to Nicaragua, but gave up 2-3 offensive rebounds. And there's gonna be one last shot opportunity in this first quarter for Nicaragua. And strong take, goes all the way to the hole, doesn't have to adjust his shot too much, is one of the veterans of this team, Jared Ruiz, and that is the end of the first quarter. A game of runs. Dominican Republic 21, Nicaragua 15 at the end of 10 minutes. And there are some of the top plays. And well, I mentioned it quickly. First, let's say 5 minutes, 6 minutes of that game, Nicaragua just handing the ball almost to the Dominican Republic. Now, I got to give credit. They played strong defense on the other end. And 6 turnovers for Nicaragua that led to 9 points. 9 out of the 21 points for the Dominican Republic was after defense, and example right there, as they just were able to get out, run easy finishes around the basket. They have 12 fast break points. So I think if Nicaragua can take care of the ball, it will give the Dominican Republic less easy basket opportunities, and they can stick around in this game. But it's a tall order, so there you have the statistics. Not great three-point shooting the first 10 minutes of this game, really by either team, but doing the job well. I mean, Nicaragua, not a bad job, but quickly pull out your phones, go ahead and scan the QR code to access and log into Courtside 1891. Watch live streams, extended highlights of FIBA competitions, and much more. As West to Myers, and that one no good, but he comes up with his own rebound, and referees are going to call a travel. And staying in that 2-3 zone. And finding the shooters in the corner late in the shot clock is Perez, the recipient of unselfish basketball from his teammates. Took their time, moved the defense, and found a wide open three. As Jared Ruiz, his shot no good. And well, I thought we were gonna have another highlight by Reggie Luis, but that time tipped out of bounds, I think. Not a foul, it was just tipped out of bounds. Hit out of bounds, I should say. Oh no, sorry, it was a foul. So I don't know if it's shots or out. No, no, so they were saying he was in the act of shooting, so he will go to the free throw line. And second one rolls in and out. So great game for Reggie Ruiz coming in off the bench. He's got 9 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 5 boards, 2 of those offensive. Comes up with a steal right here for his team. And this is where they are oh so dangerous, but great job there, West. Take a look at this. Keeps his distance, reads it well, and comes up with a very big block. And that three-point shot well off the mark. So Nicaragua sticking in it so far in this game. And that time a turnover. And they throw it up. Oh, ball slipped out of his hands, and now an opportunity to run on the other side. And West not taking any chances as he lays it in. And the hustle to get back defensively. He scored on the one end and was able to beat the ball down. What a player this young man is going to be. Currently in prep school in Miami. And again, hustling. From what I can see, Juice West has not committed anywhere. Nice pass underneath. And that shot just a little bit too hard off the backboard, though. Open in the corner. No good. Easy offensive rebound, though, for Soriano. He kicks it out to a shooter. And second chance opportunities here as Montero. There, the offensive rebound, 6-2 for the Dominican Republic. Ruiz decides to settle and gets his three-point shot to go. So Nicaragua, again, staying in it, have cut it to single digits. How are the Dominican Republic going to respond? Well, they're going to do that. Tough shot from the corner. And another big offensive rebound by Soriano. Make that 2 offensive rebounds in the last 2 possessions for the Dominican Republic by that man. And getting out and running. Again, West to Myers. I know I sound like a broken record, but this first half has been those 2 players. The connection that they have is great. Well, Caleb Myers fouled, going up strong, so he's going to go to the free throw line. He rolls the second one in. And little floater. This time they get a box out And look how fast Myers gets out and sprints up the court. And that time tries to take it all the way himself. I think it was Peralta, yeah, and he gets blocked by the big man in the middle, number 22, Joel Soriano. And another three-point shot goes down. And they have crawled themselves back into this game. And they give it right back, though. Oh. Gets the steal. Gets it back. And gets the layup to go. The intensity that this young team and the speed that they can play with. Maybe they're missing a little bit of the physicality. Soriano showing his range as that shot rattles its way in. Oh, some fancy ball handling there by Vivas. And there, just the strength. Andres Feliz, the Real Madrid player, has made a great career for himself over in the Spanish HCB League. If you watch the EuroLeague, he missed that three-point shot. Don't want to talk about it. To tie the game. And they ended up losing in the final. Well, we have a timeout. Let's go ahead and listen to the timeout. Didn't have microphone in the timeout for you. Sorry about that. But I absolutely understand why everyone is excited about this young player from Nicaragua. Juiced West. He has come out and played well. It's his quickness, his intensity, his intention. He did have 14 points and 6 rebounds the other night for them in their loss. Today, showing that he can compete with some of the best in the world, for sure some of the best in the Americas. And that three-point shot hit the front of the rim. Now Ruiz, reverse layup by Watson was no good. 3-on-1. And that time just decides to lay it in. Perez. So dangerous, this Dominican Republic team, if they get an opportunity to get out and run. West settles for the three-point shot. Can't get it to go. And now we got numbers going the other way. Oh, they can't take advantage though, but a nice heads-up defensive play. So it's gonna stay Nicaragua ball. So blue ball on the sideline. Go inside, spin move, Myers. And nice finish around the basket. Man-to-man now, Nicaragua. They've gone between playing man-to-man defense and zone defense, and that one is a foul. Attacking the basket hard. So he will go to the free throw line. And that three-point shot off the mark, 35-28. Oh, how in the world are you kidding me? And another steal, another opportunity, another dunk possibly. He says, you know what? Oh, I was gonna say make that 5 points in a row with a monstrous dunk. On the other end, left open is David Watson, the 19-year-old. He gets it to go. Goodness me, Chris Duarte. And it's going to be, is it a holding foul? Look at this. Watch. Oh, talk about hammering it home with authority. He was making sure no one was going to stop him. And we actually had an offensive foul, on that last possession as we got to watch that highlight on repeat for a little while. So 37-31, we got 2 minutes until half. Myers, great first half by that young man. Gives it to West. West penetrates, wrap around, and stripped underneath. And watch out. Oh. Watson almost came up with it. And I'm telling you, a bad shot or a turnover, it is almost like the Flash. They just get out and run, and they score incredibly quickly. As Ruiz gonna go to the line for one. I couldn't tell if that shot went in from my angle, if it just hit the rim. Hit the mesh, but it did. It hit only but mesh, but it went through the cylinder first. So Three-point play opportunity for one of the veterans. Well, they've fallen back into that zone. And oh, that one hit off the cylinder. Veteran pulling it out, wanting to set things up. Turns the corner and gets it to go. And it is 41-38. It is a single possession game here in the Dominican Republic, and we have a timeout by the home team with 23.7 seconds remaining before half. Let's see what coach drew up for their last possession of the game. And Duarte gets all the way to the basket, draws a foul. So Nicaragua are gonna get the ball back though. Well, 43-38, one last shot attempt. They're gonna get it down because West plays at such a quick pace, gives it up to the veteran. Veteran pulls up for a three-point shot. That one's short, and it's good if it goes, and it doesn't. So what a comeback by Nicaragua there in that second quarter. As well, they pulled within a single possession, and 43-38 at halftime here in the Dominican Republic. And quick look at statistics. hopefully. If not, we'll get to see some highlights, but there they are. So Nicaragua knocking down a few three-point shots in that second quarter. And Dominican Republic a little cold from three, but boy, do they get it done when they get out and run. And more or less everything else is somewhat equal, but it's the fast break points and the points off of turnovers. There you see Duarte with 10, Ruiz with 13, Luis and West with 9. For me, it's a bad shot by Nicaragua or not able to get back defensively, or a turnover, a steal, and 22 fast break points for the Dominican Republic. Are you kidding me? More than half of their points is them getting out and running, as we get to watch some highlights from that second quarter. And points off of turnovers, again, 14 points off of turnovers. So you give the ball to them, they just get out and run, and that's where they're so dangerous. 11 turnovers already for Nicaragua. And, well, West to Myers, I love that young combination. And West has 9 points to go along with 3 assists. Caleb Myers, 8 points and 3 rebounds. And the veteran, the leader, Jared Ruiz, he has 13 points and 5 rebounds. Well, it is halftime here in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, where they have a lead over Nicaragua, but it is a small lead, to say the least, 43-38. We will be back in a couple of minutes for second half action.
Georges Alexander, little hezzy, steps back, short corner to the other side. As he falls out of bounds, he gets it to go. Living up to the hype early here.
Baseline drive, oh, nice play, and the finish! And Joaquin Rodriguez loves that play. And so does everybody, pretty much everybody here.
There's a lob and another thunderous alley-oop. Lindo, what a start to the game for him.
Bahamas defense just killing the plays now. Here we go again, and one more time. Are you kidding me? Third pick in the first round of the NBA draft, and it is indeed the 76er himself, VJ Edgecombe. His head coach not giving up at the moment. Coach Richard Tunn, another alley-oop, and one more time, KJ, straight off the bench in fresh bunnies.
Guarded by James. Feliz around James. Feliz inside. Bingo! Joel Soriano. United States up by 2. Near side, into the corner. Craig for the lead. An incredible shot hit there by Torrey Craig in the corner, giving the United States a 1-point lead.
Penetrate, kick, Campazzo, extra pass. Nice crossover and always moving without the ball, Brasino. And good defense from Roque, getting right in the passing lane. Angola! Oh my goodness, he has just taken off and crushed a right-hand dunk, and he loves it. Can they get a good look? Can they space the floor? Herrera to win it. He's made the shot. This is unreal. Chile just doing amazing things here down the stretch. They were gone. It looked as though their World Cup dreams were in tatters.
How many times are we going to see this? Baseline, are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Go attacks the closeout, beat Bruno inside.
Fills it up.
We are back with the top scorers from both teams, and that man right there. Chris Duarte getting it done for the Dominican. Don't forget, he was drafted in the first round of the NBA draft. Had a great rookie season, dealt with a few injuries, and then now has found his place playing in Spain with Unicaja, great club. And, well, Jared Ruiz, like always, coming out to perform. Typically always their leading scorer for the last few years. Knows this level, knows what it means to compete for his country, what you need to do. West right in front of you. He has 3 assists as well. And definitely someone to be excited about for the future. Well, what do they need to do to possibly come up with, well, for sure what will be, I would say, one of the biggest wins. Nicaragua ranked 72nd in the world, the FIBA World Rankings. So imagine if they get to go and upset the 21st ranked team in the world. It would be very big, and, well, even more disappointing for the Dominican Republic, because then they would have to go into the second round of these games, you know, not 3-2, not 4-2. It would be 3-3, and your win-loss do carry over to the second round of the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualification game. So very, very important to get a win when you can. Well, slow to come out of the locker room, and I'm sure Coach Mr. Garcia had a lot that he wanted to talk to his team about, as he knows that they should probably have a little bit more of a comfortable lead. You're playing at home, and maybe you just need to be a little bit more efficient in the quarter court. So Dominican Republic will be back playing end of August, last week of August. And, well, don't know who they're going to be crossing over with yet, because we still have to find out what place they're going to finish and what place some other teams are going to finish. But their quest for a bid is still alive. And just a reminder to those who don't know the qualification teams, but 16 teams here in the Americas started their journey to the FIBA Basketball World Cup, which will be held next summer, at the end of next summer in Qatar, 2027. And 32 teams will be competing in that, as we have second half action just about underway here in the Dominican Republic. And, oh, they've got a lead. It's not a big one though, 43-38, as third quarter is underway. Duarte, kick, extra pass to the corner, and Feliz gets it to go. He had a more quiet, I would say a more quiet first half than we're used to seeing. And here just has his pocket picked and does a good job keeping the defense on his back. So intensity to start this game by the Dominican Republic. And strong take by Myers. And, well, someone is starting to heat up, and it's that man right there, number 10. Oh, I think it's going to go. I think that was a continuation. It's going to count. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a three-point play opportunity. So Feliz for the Dominican Republic starting hot here. He already has 6 points, knocked down 2 3-pointers on consecutive possessions for the team in white. As you see Coach Casamejor Jr. telling them, hey, you guys got to get back. We got to get back quick. And, well, can't make it 3 in a row. Myers. Goodness me, he's so fast, but a great job there. Soriano says, no, not in my house, not tonight, young man. And that one, no good. And here we have a foul. Just try and slow down the break. So 16 teams started their quest to the World Cup in these Americas qualifiers. 12 teams will move on to the second round. And the second round, those windows will be held in August, November, and March. And out of those 12 teams, 7 will qualify for the World Cup to be held in Qatar. And we have a foul on the ground. Nice screen, they go up top. A great action out of the sideline. Joel Soriano. Oh, Spanish action, if we get to see that on a highlight reel. Nice wraparound pass to Myers, and then Myers blocked. So Soriano doing it all. And, ooh. And no foul called as Ewing, look at this, sets a screen, receives a back pick, and rattles the rim. Perfect pass, perfect screen. Very difficult action to stop, and they ran it perfectly. And that's going to be a 5-second call, so ball back to the Dominican Republic. So a great start here for the Dominican Republic. They had a, let's say, a slow second quarter. Jumped out to a 6-point lead after the first quarter. They lost the second quarter by 1, 23-22. And now they've jumped out to a 5-point advantage, 10-5 to start this quarter. The biggest lead of the game, the Dominican Republic, was 15 points, and Nicaragua just stormed back midway through the second quarter. And they got it to a one-possession game, and that three-point shot, no good. West there for the rebound, can't hold on to it, and it's going to stay blue ball on the baseline. No good. Oh. Miscommunication defensively. Open layup for Montero. Ruiz. West, so quick. Can't get it to go though. And they throw it up. Not able to convert the alley-oop. And West, three-point shot. And a good job getting back defensively, but not able to hold on to it. And fighting for the offensive rebound as Nicaragua had a player down is Reggie Luis. And gets it to go on, not that attempt, not that one, but that one. He gets it to go. And well, hopefully not too serious. Of an injury. He's taking his time to get up. So both teams at the benches, huddling around their benches, I should say. And well, he is up off the floor. Kevin Vivas looks a little shaken up. Can't tell if it's his mouth or his nose, but he definitely has some blood, so he is going to get looked at by the medical staff. And three-point play opportunity coming up right now. I think they're having to wipe the blood off the floor here tonight. 11 points for that man, Reggie Luis, off the bench, so great job. One rebound away from a double-double. His first game he has played for the Dominican Republic in these games. And that time, no good. We've got a 2-on-1. And I swear Myers used to be a track athlete. The speed that this post player gets down the court, and it's a shot, but it's going to be on the ground as the foul is called. Just muscling their way in. And look at that. They are not going away, doing everything that they can to get themselves into the game. They got to get back and defend quickly, though. And here they've had the most success playing a 2-3 zone against the Dominican Republic. And that one, no good. They come up with the stop. They're out, they're running. And Myers, lost it on the way up. And here is where they are just so dangerous. Oh, Myers almost had it stripped from behind. And instead just takes it all the way to the rack, can't get it to go. And now another opportunity. And I think it just slipped. As well, frustrated with himself is Chris Duarte. And he's going to come out and get a little bit of a breather with 4:20 remaining in the third, 61-48. So a nice third quarter. Oh. Well, it was a smart play. You just never want to have that happen to you as a defender. And they were in the zone. And unfortunately, all three defenders on the bottom part of that zone had their back to the ball and able to take advantage and score easily on the out-of-bounds play. Corner. Shot, gets it to go. Perez, and here it is. What do we got? Oh goodness me. A big time dunk. And fell hard to the floor after is Perez. And even Coach Chi is out there checking on his player, and hopefully he's just a little shaken up. And it's nothing too serious. Well, he got the dunk to go. Had a little bit too much momentum. And I think the crowd are cheering because he is up walking. So Perez heading to the bench. Oh, sorry, he's actually being carried to the bench, so maybe a lower leg injury. Not really sure, but how about that? 30 fast break points, folks. Almost half of their points come from fast break. Coming up with steals, but not even that. They do a great job of rebounding, getting out, and playing quickly. Well, Perez. Well, the good news is he didn't have to go back to the locker room. He is on the bench, so hopefully it's nothing too serious, as he was helped off the court. And Ruiz can't get it to go, but West there for the offensive rebound and the putback. 68-50, 3:15 remaining. And a high arcing three-point shot as Reggie Luis getting it, feeling it here tonight. There's a big prospect coming out of high school. In a couple different universities. His first time playing for the Dominican Republic. And, Coach Chi is not allowed to be on the court defending at the same time as his players. So a technical foul was called, and it will stay Nicaragua ball. And obviously a lot of these players know Coach Nestor Garcia. Coach Chi has a lot of respect, especially in the South Americas region. He's probably coached a lot of these players, to be honest. Ooh, nice give and go. And that time Myers was fouled, so he's going to go to the free throw line. And Myers not able to knock down the second one. A great game he is having. So they're going to stay in this zone. 2:30 left in the third. And that shot, no good. Come up with the rebound is Ruiz. He gets all the way to the paint, finds Myers. Myers can't get the first one to go, but he stays with it and cleans up his own miss. Penetration, trying to wrap past, thread the needle, and we're gonna have an unsportsmanlike foul going against Reggie Luis. And that's one of those where maybe in the US it's just called a foul, trying to slow down the break, but internationally that is a very easy call for the referee to make. It's unsportsmanlike. You have to be making a play on the ball. So 2 free throws and the ball. Misses the first and he misses the second. So Nicaragua not able to take advantage of these extra freebie points. Ruiz goes to his pull-up at the free throw line. And Myers keeps it alive, kicks it out, and basically passes it. Ooh, and we're gonna have a foul. Well, Reggie Luis just getting a couple push-ups in there before he hopped up. And I think it's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul going the other way as well. As Ruiz just sort of taking him out, making sure that he doesn't get the ball. And I believe it's an unsportsmanlike. Yep, so he did get called, and he got the explanation from the referee as well, so. Well, coach says no, he wants to review it. He does not believe it should be an unsportsmanlike foul. So he is going to use his coaching challenge. And too bad we don't have microphones on the referees here so we could actually hear their explanation of why it would be a sportsmanlike, an unsportsmanlike, or if it should just be a regular foul. Well, I get to watch a few of the replays here. I think because they weren't really making a play on the ball necessarily. Yep, so they're gonna stick to their original call. It is an unsportsmanlike call, so 2 free throws coming up for the Dominican Republic plus the ball. .71:55, minute 35 remaining. We got some unsportsmanlike free throws on the way, plus the ball for the Dominican Republic. And, well, a game that Nicaragua got it down to a single possession late, right before the half, has now ballooned to almost a 20-point game here in the third quarter. And, well, Reggie Luis, 16 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double for that man playing in his first game for the Dominican Republic. And I'm pretty sure we will see him back playing in the other windows because he is really produced here today. Well, can't find a player. Finally finds Myers, and Myers can't get it to go. And here they are, out to the races, and they got lucky. They got very lucky on that one. And no surprise, if it's not West, if it's not Myers, it's West on the floor first. They're just so quick getting out and running. And nice pass back. Feliz. Like I said, kind of been a little quiet here tonight. We're used to seeing him score in the high teens, low 20s. But hasn't necessarily had to I don't think he has a coach's challenge anymore. So I think Coach Garcia went and asked the commissioner if he still has a coach's challenge, knowing that he didn't have a coach's challenge. He used it early for a goaltending review, and so they're saying that the ball went off of Jared Ruiz, and the referee says no, went off of the leg. The player in white, Ruiz, tries to get it to Myers, can't. We have a 3-on-1. Oh, somehow missed probably one of the more easy dunks. And staying with it is Reggie. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter. And the Dominican Republic 77-57 over Nicaragua. A 34-19 quarter for the Dominican Republic. Well, again, if they can take away fast break points and second chance points, I know that's a tall order to ask, but they would be right in this game. There are the statistical categories. So shooting, honestly, kind of similar. Nicaragua struggling at the free throw line. But yeah, I mean, Dominican Republic, with how many fast break points they have, it's no surprise that their 2-point percentage is that high as well. As a quick look at some of the highlights. And, well, Feliz got going early. He hit 2 threes in a row. And Myers has not cooled off for Nicaragua in this game either, as he now has 14 points and 8 rebounds. Five Dominican Republic players in double figures. Montero has 13. Feliz has 14. Luis has 19. Perez has 12. And Duarte has 10. And, well, took him a little while to get up after that. That was Perez. Not sure if we'll see him again in this game, as I'm sure they don't really want to take a risk after a hard fall like that. Well, don't forget to go ahead and log in and get your Courtside 1891 app. Watch live streams, extended highlights of FIBA competitions, and much more. So Nicaragua, first possession of the quarter. And okay, West showing his range, what he has in his bag. The response on the other end. No surprise that it came from that man, Feliz. .45% from 3 in the 3 games that Feliz has played for the Dominican Republic as Ruiz. Nice little floater inside the key. Well, 80-62. Do they have enough firepower offensively and defensively to make a little bit of a run here in the fourth and make this game interesting? Ruiz trying to dump it off underneath to Myers, but it goes out of bounds. So I think we have a timeout by the Dominican Republic. As Coach Nestor Garcia, we saw him do this at the beginning of the game, called a timeout in less than a minute to play because he wasn't happy with what he saw from his players. And here again, using his timeouts, an opportunity to teach every single time. Well, look at that, bench points, 31 bench points. And 26 points off of turnovers. Pretty fast break points, absolutely incredible. A lot of those points, the bench points too. Big shout out to Reggie Luis, obviously coming in off the bench and having a big time game for them. Well, 8:30 remaining. And they go in underneath. Myers can't get it to go. Hustles for the rebound, but it is gonna be Dominican Republic ball. Last touched by him. That one, Myers well on his way to getting a double-double as well here for Nicaragua. Ruiz as well. And not able to get the rebound. And West almost comes up with a steal, able to hold on to it. Duarte goes in underneath, nice ball movement. Oh, just trips. And so a foul going. It was an inadvertent trip. But the foul going against Nicaragua. And again, every time one of his players checks out, Coach Garcia from the Dominican Republic always taking an opportunity to teach. And going to the bench, I think we might have some blood. As it looks like the referee asked him to go out. I didn't see the blood. Maybe he has some blood on his jersey. Duarte shot off the back of the iron. Ruiz gets the contact, able to get the shot up into a shooting motion, so he's going to go to the free throw line. And, well, let's take a look here. He did have a lot of ball, Montero, number 3 from the Dominican, but he was kind of reaching over as well. And I think that's what the referee saw. As Ruiz rattles that one home. And another nice solid game. He has had here tonight for Nicaragua. And again, I mean, Jared Ruiz, veteran leader of this team. Is that 3-point shot no good? Averaging 22 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists in these qualification games. Averaged 15 points, 7 boards at the AmeriCup last year, where his team finished 10th. Still playing every game like it's his last. And he gets to wear his country's jersey. And we're gonna have a hand check foul. Disappointing. Corner, 3-point shot. That one rattles in and out. So 3-point shooting has not been the highlight of this game, let's say that. Myers, oh, from Ruiz. Great pick and roll, great hands as well. And Duarte is fouled, so he's going to go to the free throw line on that layup attempt. Points, Jared Ruiz. 7 of 16. Played his first competition with the senior team back in 2021. So, like I said, definitely one of the veterans of this team, especially for some of the young players that Nicaragua have. And Myers, another rebound. Just not able to hang on to it though. Shouldn't have brought it down. And we have another foul. Soriano. And Caleb Myers getting frustrated a little bit here. That's that left hand in the back. 16 points, 11 rebounds for Caleb Myers. And he's only going to improve as he plays more with this national team. Does have 4 fouls. I think coach pulled him out to just kind of cool him down a little bit. Soriano a point away from a double-double, and make that a double-double for that man as well. West pass to no one, and somehow they're going to get an open layup out of it. And not the prettiest press break, but whatever happened, it worked. 84-68. Not necessarily going away. I still like the way that Nicaragua are competing in this game. And another foul from behind. Soriano a little frustrated. So 6 players in double digits for the Dominican Republic in this game. And again, after the free throw, much better press break by Nicaragua this last possession here than the previous one. And Ruiz tries to go to the left. He might have had a better chance of scoring if he just went up with his right. And he is slow to get back. And we have a foul after the steal. And respect there as just a hard swipe by Ewing. On Soriano. So another trip to the line for Soriano. Another one of those Dominican players who play in Spain professionally. Soriano plays in the Basket Zaragoza. As you see his numbers, Ruiz shot was short and hit on the head, and the basket's gonna go. So Myers, after coming in off the bench, cooling off a little bit, comes up with an offensive rebound and gets the putback. Well, if there's one part of his game that he really needs to work on, Caleb Myers, number 2, it would definitely be his free throw shooting. He's now 2 of 7 in the game from the charity stripe. He has 12 rebounds, 7 of those offensive. And the amount of times that he has beaten everyone down the court, even on the defensive end, how quickly he tries to sprint back. I swear he was a track athlete in his other life. Quick three-point shot, back iron, flying in for the offensive rebound is Luis. Oh, couldn't get it to go. How unselfish was that basketball, though, by the Dominican Republic? And here's a steal, and here's a highlight. Well, it wasn't a dunk. It was a great job getting out and running, beating the defense down the court with 3 white jerseys. And nice lob to Myers underneath. And another 2-point bucket for him. So 90-72 now with just under 3 remaining. And, well, my opinion, that's considered a fast break point as well. Even though they were back defensively, if you could score within a few minutes. And I think it hit the backboard, so that's why it's considered goaltending, I think. So Myers, how about that stat? 20 points, 13 rebounds, and we still have 2.5 left to play, and he is on the court. Oh, are you kidding me? Where in the world did that come from? Nunes says, I want to join the party. And Myers' attempt goes out of bounds, so 5 seconds left. Angel Nunes down on the other end. Takes the dribble, beats his defender. Now we have 2.5 seconds remaining. So they got to be aware they're going to have to get a shot up. They do. And that shot, though, well short. Just can't hold on to it. So ball straight back to Nicaragua. Strong take, just a little bit too strong on the finish as well. And, well, I need to go back and look at some of the stat columns, but this has to be a game with some of the most fast break points that I have ever witnessed. Here, another Reggie Luis has balled out here today, and so has that man Myers, as he couldn't get that one to go. And that shot off the mark, where we have under a minute to play, and they are still picking up, taking chances, trying to go for steals. And foul from behind. I think more or less to try and prevent the fast break dunk. Make him earn it from the charity stripe. So going to the free throw line for 2 shots is almost player of the game, to be honest. And that one, well, you hear the MVP shouts, and I think they're right. The Dominican Republic will be back in action last week of August, as their bid to the World Cup is still on track. And they will finish with a record of 4-2. And those records, the win-loss, will carry over to the second round. 12 teams will be remaining after this window here in the Americas. Ruiz to the corner. No good. Another rebound. Can't get the putback. And that is going to be it here in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, as they handled themselves, especially in the second half. 99 for the Dominican Republic, 76 for Nicaragua. Well, some big-time performances by some young players, which is very encouraging for the future for Nicaragua. We have West with 18 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists for Nicaragua. Their 18-year-old, who we're gonna have to remember Juiced West's name moving into the future as we get a look at the statistics there quickly. So tough free throw shooting for Nicaragua, only 9 of 17, 53%. Rebounds more or less equal. Assists, a big-time favor, 27-18. A lot of that is their fast break, and they were very unselfish. Reggie Luis, 22 points. The leader, Jared Ruiz, for Nicaragua. But how about Juiced West, 18 points for Nicaragua. Caleb Myers, 20 points, 14 rebounds, 8 of those offensive. They just need to find a little bit more firepower offensively. They can't only rely. And we have Mexico, USA has already started, I should say. And, well, they're in this group as well. So the Dominican Republic are now at 4-2. And Nicaragua 0-6. And waiting to find out what happens in that USA-Mexico game. Could the Dominican Republic being finished first in this pool? Well, we're going to have to, if that does happen, we're going to have to go look at points for and against in those head-to-head games to figure out the official standing at the end of this. And well, that game's still warming up. It will start in a few minutes if you want to go tune in to that as we get to watch a couple of the highlights. And as I was highlighting some of the young Nicaraguan players, and one of them right there is that man. How about the performance by 6 Dominican Republic players scoring in double digits? Montero had 15 points and 7 assists. Feliz had 17 points and 9 assists. And majority of those points coming in the second half for him. And Reggie Luis, big time performance, 21 points and 17 rebounds, 9 of those offensive. Another double-double also by Soriano, 14 points and 12 rebounds. And Chris Duarte, 12 points and 5 rebounds. Well, that is it from us here in the Dominican Republic. Thank you for tuning in. We will be back in last week of August for the second part of these qualifications. Good night.